we can continue with where we left off yesterday. Somebody asked me about a question about walking meditation. And somehow left out the subject. It is also an important, very important part of the practice. It seems that not many traditions emphasize about walking meditation. As far as I know, only the Mahasi tradition stressed on the walking meditation. Others, some don't do it. Others do it, but not described so well. I find this a bit strange. The tradition seems to have lost a lot of grounds. Because clearly it is in the tradition of the Satipatthana. It occurs in the Satipatthana Sutta. Of the four postures, the clear comprehension. And even the commentaries do talk of the different phases of walking. Why did they leave it out? Anyway, not my business. In the history of Buddhism, it is being done. Like Ananda, he got his arahantship through walking meditation, after walking meditation. Even the Buddha does walking meditation. And from the Jatakas, or the past lives of the Buddha talked about the Chankamana, the walking cloister, where people do walking meditation. Walking meditation clearly comes under the body foundation mindfulness. Go through it briefly, because you're all supposed to know it. First, you talk about why, purposes, the functions that are done with the walking meditation. First, this talk about the continuity. First, we cannot see it all the time. In between, we have to do walking meditation. So you don't do walking meditation in between, what are you going to do? So you end up doing all sorts of things which are not conducive to mindfulness. For example, one lady, she says, I was always sleepy. I was wondering why. Because she sit 1 hour and go back to sleep 1 hour, sit 1 hour, go back to sleep 1 hour. Because she heard me say that if you're really very sleepy, you can go and sleep. Then she started sleeping between the sitting sessions. Of course, she's always sleepy. Then another place, we're supposed to do walking meditation. I noticed that they weren't doing walking meditation. What are they doing? They're talking, chatting. That's in Europe. Because that place is the first time the people there do the retreat. So I have to really tell them properly. Because one of the most important advantages of a retreat is to able to maintain a continuity of mindfulness and build up of concentration, which is very difficult when you are at home or daily life. Secondly, is especially you do brisk walking or relaxed walking, it's a form of relaxation. Not relax and go to sleep, no, but make the mind not so tense, because you do intensive meditation, you tend to be tense. So you walk a bit generally fast, but not thinking, but just following your footsteps in a more leisure manner, then it's more balanced. Thirdly is a preliminary to deepening of concentration. At the beginning, you don't do this so slow walking, you do moderate walking, but proper walking. This helps to build up your mindfulness and to remove the hindrances. This is likened to, you want to sweep the floor clean, and there are a lot of rubbish there. So you use a rough broom to sweep it. After the rough broom clears a lot of this rubbish, then you use the finer broom to sweep. This moderate walking helps to bring about a continuity of mindfulness as well as some degree of concentration before the deeper levels can come in. These are more or less preparatory, preliminary. Then come to the other aspects. One is balancing of the faculties. Walking meditation is an important tool for the balancing of the faculties. Your mind is too tense, there is too much energy, you need to reduce the energy. Your mind is too concentrated, then you need to release the concentration, and so you'll be more balanced. It depends on how you walk. You walk a bit fast and more relaxed, you release the energy, so you don't get too tense. You walk very slowly, then it tends to build up concentration. There are many things involved, but generally we know that walking meditation is an important tool in balancing the faculties of energy and concentration. When they're balanced, that means the mindfulness is functioning very well. It's balance. It's not too tense, it's not too concentrated, so you can even follow the object at the same time be mindful of what's going on with the object. Now, involving spoken meditation, there is the practice of clear comprehension. You know, clear comprehension is there are four types of clear comprehension: of purpose, of suitability, of field, result, and of non-delusion. Generally, it means that when you do something, you have a clear comprehension of why you're doing a certain thing. Suppose this comes very much with the intention. For example, walking, you want to sit. Why do you want to sit? The intention of this must know why. Right? Then after walking meditation, you intend to walk. I see the motive behind it, standing up. Then you're going to eat. Why are you going to eat? Are you really hungry? So from the very moment the intention arises, you know at that moment, you look properly at the purpose, the suitability, the field, that is the range of these objects, processes, and finally the non-delusion in terms of the development of insight. So all this comes together at the moment of intention. This clear comprehension comes with mindfulness. It's a more complete and general mindfulness of things as they are. It is trained from the walking meditation very carefully, and then it is extended also to all the daily activities. And it goes also into the sitting meditation. Because of the clear comprehension, and when you do something, you know your purpose is correct, you're doing it in the most suitable way, you're doing in the way that is conducive, the insight wherever you are, and the clear comprehension becomes insight knowledge. This at the beginnings may come with a bit of discursiveness, but later it becomes intuitive. You know automatically because all the conditions are there. That's why when you do walking meditation, you must remember to know the intention. When you walk, when you get up and sit, you know the intention to get up and walk. Intention to sit, you know the intention to sit, intention to stop, intention to turn, intention to eat. All intentions occur prior to the action. Yeah. First, there's a gross intention, there's the minor intentions, and finally, they end up in the impulses. Like automatic, you do something, is there intention? Some intention behind that you may not know. But so we don't call it the actual intention, as in the case of premeditated murder. No, the person wants to murder somebody is a plan carefully. No, strong intention to kill him. or to still. When these are motivated by anger, greed, and so on. But the other one is impulse, especially when it becomes habitual. It's an impulse to move certain things. That also has to be noted, to be mindful of. Otherwise, a lot of our impulses are not wholesome. Like someone once said he was trying to cut off smoking. He said, I don't have intention to smoke. The cigarette automatically comes to my hand. Yeah. And it's so, when the cigarette got legs, walks and then goes between his fingers. No, the hand must reach out, but he doesn't know. Because it's so habitual, he doesn't think it's an intention, it becomes an impulse. It can happen also in a good way. For example, after practicing meditating for a long time, you're automatically mindful. So, for example, somebody was in a place and then there were mosquitoes all around. Automatically, a mosquito would come to your face and hit you, slap, what happens when the mosquito the hand comes out, I see you notice, then it stops. And so because of the previous training, the most important part of the walking meditation is what it is meant for. Meant for the development of insight. Now, walking meditation is in a way unique for vipassana because vipassana employs momentary concentration, anicca samadhi. Momentary concentration, that means it comes moment to moment, moment to moment. Not a continuous thing like in concentration. Because the object of vipassana arises and passes away, moment to moment. No? Object arises, passes away, arises, passes away, arises, passes away. So the concentration and mindfulness of also arise and pass away the object. That is the way. In the beginning, the arising and passing away is not so clear. In the first phase, there is an overlap of objects. And later, when you follow the personal object clearly, you find that it comes in very many stages very fast. So the mind must be also very deeply following the object very closely, be one with the object, and it comes moment by moment. This is very clear in the walking meditation. Because when you lift your feet from one phase, and then one phase, there are many stages. And at each stage, there's a different object. So as a result, when you follow different objects at the same time. When you push, it's a different set of objects. When you step down, it's a different set of objects. They're different. When you step on the ground, sometimes you feel cold, sometimes you feel hard. They're different, so they're different objects. And even if you stay at the foot of the touching, the feelings and sensations, they change. So it is momentary concentration, very clear. The samatha is different. Samatha, the object remains still. At first it's moving, but when your concentration becomes strong, it doesn't move at all. Completely still. Samatha object is like that. First vipassana object is a change. So walking meditation is very particular, very unique. then it brings out the vipassana concentration very clearly. So when the person noticed that person I was telling about, he was always going to concentration. Uh, and so to make it really go through the walking meditation very properly. Because the walking meditation brings about a habit of watching the object closely, moment to moment. So that when you go to sitting, your mind also behaves in that way. From what I think is that because sitting meditation, the objects and sensations flow, and you may not be able to see the moment to moment change of mind and matter so clearly. So sometimes it goes into a samatha-like state. But it's not bad, just that it doesn't bring about insight. So to make sure it observes more in a vipassana way, the walking meditation plays an important part. So I would say that if a person practices vipassana does not know do walking meditation, it's a big disadvantage. He does his walking meditation properly, or he doesn't do his walking meditation properly. There is a big difference. In terms of continuity, I would like to say that walking meditation is like a bridge for mindfulness, concentration, from sitting to daily activities. Daily activities, you do many things. You cook, you drive, you do everything, and you are mindful, but difficult to be concentrated. So walking meditation is the bridge in between. Now, go to the next step. How to do your walking meditation? Walking meditation, here we mean, as I said, walking to produce insight. No, samatha also people do walking. And they walking, they do the chanting, they do the visualization, they do all that. But the mind is focused on the samatha object. Vipassana, the mind is focused on the vipassana object. Dhamma rupa, mind and material processes. First thing, important. Of course, walking meditation is a whole discipline by itself. Yeah? So how do you do walking meditation? When the Satipatthana Sutta commentary says, what's the difference between a dog that walks and a monk that walks? Uh, dog is also walking. A monk who does walk, supposed to be mindful and doing walking meditation, it's different. They do it differently. Now, look at it generally. First, there's the variation of the speed, faster and slower. Usually I divide it into three parts: fast or brisk. That is more like an exercise. But you still can be mindful to some degree, but not very mindful. Huh? And once I was undergoing a health checkup. They want to check my heart. So I was put on what do you call that? Huh? Huh? Treadmill, yeah, the treadmill. It was going faster, faster, faster. Yes, that's okay, but no, you didn't do well in your treadmill. I said, yes, look, we're not used to running. We don't run. So when the treadmill goes faster and faster, uh, you have to run. But we do brisk walking as a form of exercise. That is also necessary for meditation. So you walk slow all the time, you cannot. Sometimes you move fast as exercise. When doing the actual walking meditation is a moderate speed, where you are walking slower than your normal speed, and then so you can follow it step by step. And thirdly, very slow, and then you are slower than slow, slower than your slow walking. Because when you walk slower, then you are able to watch the sensations clearly. Stretching, 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 stretching. You know, each moment you can feel all the what you call processes, all the material processes, all the sensations. You go from one point to another, one point to another. So your mind becomes very concentrated and mindful of what's happening to the sensations. That's why they divide the put in each step into more and more parts so that you can watch it closer and closer to the moment. Okay, that's fair enough. But how slow can you go? It depends on how far you have developed your mindfulness and concentration in the walking. Usually, in the digital method, our study practice is you start slowing down. As you slow down, you increase the parts of the steps, phases of the steps, until a point that you cannot break it up anymore. Like cutting vegetables, some people are very good at cutting vegetables. You cut it very thin, especially the Chinese medicine shop. Ginseng, they cut it very fast. But how thin, how fast now? Then we can go to the point that it is nothing becomes too slow. Lifting, pushing, 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 very too slow. It must be at the moment of the change of the sensations. It's just a process that moves. So it can be very slow. Millimeters, small parts of a second. In fact, in the ultimate sense, there's no time. How fast can change be? How you measure speed? Kilometers per hour. And how many watts per second? Then you're talking of distance. But when you talk of process, how far can you measure? Difficult. Of course, they try to measure the speed of the electrons. Can you do that? The normal human mind cannot. Then we use these computers, things like that. And what about the speed of the mind? Even worse. They say the speed of mind, 1 second can go around the whole world. So speed is a concept. So after a certain point, when you're very mindful of sensations, uh, the concepts are left out. And that's when the walking meditation becomes deep. And the insights arise. For example, the person do walking meditation, just watching the sensations arise and pass away. After a point, no, he was very concentrated on just the flow of the sensations. You notice that sometimes when they're so concentrated on the flow of the sensations, they forget about time. People who walk very slow, is very concentrated. 1 hour walking to them is like 1 or 2 minutes. No, very fast. Because the time concept is put aside. Secondly, when you walk very slow, sometimes the concept of space is not there. It's just a sensation. At the beginning, you still see some things. After a while, you cannot see much. It's a blur. When people are walking very slow and concentrated, they don't know what's happening around them. No, you don't know. It's okay because they're walking very slow. Not on the road, no. Road different. And usually when they're so slow, they do walk on long distance. And then to them, maybe they take them 50 minutes, half an hour, something like that. No? They do automatically go in very small steps. When you do like that, the concept of space and distance is not there. No? Yes, it's like a person is walking on the same point. No? The movement is observed at the mind door, not the body door, the mind door. So it's like he doesn't seem to be moving anywhere, just the sensations at one point arising and passing away, one after another. But when that happens, of course, it also means that the form of the legs or toes, the ankle is not there. Yeah. Okay. Seldom people go to that level, but sometimes they do for short moments. They do it for short moments. And after that, sometimes people go into samadhi also in the walking meditation. Samadhi walking meditation is not so much like the sitting meditation. No. There are different levels of samadhi. And the teacher once told me that in Thai meditation teacher in Bangkok, he has taught a lot of people. And some people go into deep concentration while walking. And what happens? Lifting, they're in concentration. They're not moving anymore. They're standing on one leg. Like that. Then after that, they come out, they go again. So, must not underestimate walking meditation. A lot of people, they just want to do sitting meditation because you say things happen in the sitting meditation. Now, walking meditation, boring. See the same old thing. Uh, uh, Why? Because they don't try hard to improve the walking meditation. Should be because they should be given same priority because it's for the same purpose. And in the history and in the text, you hear of people getting enlightened in the walking meditation. Ananda was doing walking meditation. He felt a bit tired, he sat down and he was about to lie down. When his legs lifted and his body not yet touched the pillow, he became arahant. So, he is the only one who that got realization free from the four postures. Something it means that it's the continuity. It's important. I read also, I think it's from one of the commentaries. There were a few monks who were talking about how people get realization, some through walking, some through sitting, and some. Then this monk, he must be very right. Have you seen anybody who is got realization through walking the line? So he draw a line on the sand, and he walk past it, and he got enlightenment by walking past that line. And I read it, I was amazed. But it comes from some of the commentaries and things like that. So not just a made up story. So, but I personally witnessed people who actually get insights when doing walking meditation. Because when you're walking meditation, as I said, concentration can be very deep. You forget about it. You cannot hear the sound. You don't feel what's outside, and you just see the phenomena rising and passing away. Yes, this happens while you're doing walking meditation. Because the insights and the faculties are very ripe. In fact, not just in the walking meditation, also in daily activities. Yeah. Like stories of monks sweeping the floor, they get enlightened by sweeping the floor, and so on. Now, there are one or two things to talk about this walking meditation. The phases of the step, lifting, pushing, stepping, and so on. I talked about it yesterday, I think. Now, there's one thing I'd like to talk about is mention is the what you call the time for walking and meditation. Generally, in our practice, you're given the instructions to do 1 hour walking, to 1 hour sitting. This is generally conducive for the beginner and for some time, or even veterans. 1 hour is a fair period of time for the mindfulness to pick up and maintain continuity and to develop some degree of concentration. When there's concentration, insight can arise. Yeah, if it's done properly. How is not? You don't follow and watch it like a samatha way, but with a moment to moment vipassana way on the elements, paramata dhammas. What about walking longer? What about walking shorter? Does that make any difference? It does make a difference. But you must know why you do it, when you do it, so on. Right? 1 hour is fair enough for a general guide. Can you walk longer? Your concentration is walking meditation is good. You can. Why not? Your vipassana concentration says are progressing. Posture is only a means to an end. Yeah. For example, read that some people into walking meditation. I think one of them is Subhada. He did only walking meditation and he was very elected just by walking meditation. So we should not underestimate. If you're doing very well, same when you're sitting, when you're sitting longer and you're mindful and your meditation is going very well, why do you get up? Go on. The horse is going the right direction. It's going the right way. Stop! No, you stop. Go on. I remember once I was in Burma. There was one Western monk. I can't remember which country he came from. We sat, we were sitting quite well. He was sitting. And he sat for 7 hours. Can you sit for 7 hours? Anyway, the quality is more important than the quantity. Duration. After that, the teacher asked him, then why did you get up? Well, I said for 7 hours. No, I said for 5 hours. Well, I said for 5 hours. She just stared at him. Next time he said for 7 hours. Then when he report what happened. He was being well. Why should you get up? And if you get up, you get up mindfully. Is it? So you see, the important thing is the quality of the practice, not the duration. But most important is, of course, how long you sit affects your quality as well. Usually people, mindfulness stamina is not so strong. They sit for about 1 hour or so, then the quality of mindfulness drops. The lengthening of the quality of mindfulness depends on practice. That means the stamina of the mindfulness must, the quality of mindfulness and concentration must carry on. If you're just forcing yourself to sit and the quality of mindfulness starts going down, it's pointless. Better to get up and walk. Yeah, the actual point of balance is in the consciousness, in the faculties. Yeah. But for a general rule, especially for a group of people, walking meditation, there has to be some kind of system. But for individual practice, it may not be so. Take, for example, in Kodadigi meditation, they're not so organized. And allow people to walk and sit according to the individual capability. For example, for beginners, they cannot sit so long. They sit so long that they need pain. They cry, then they run away. We are not so machos, not so tough. Malaysians are really not so tough. You agree? But you are very tough. You're a tough cookie. Not so tough. So the toughest are, this is very general. In Europe, it is the Germans. In Asia, Koreans. In India, 死硬派. Generally, we say. Then we also observe when they come to Mass Center in Burma. We notice that. So it depends on individual situation. So, for example, one important thing, as I mentioned to you, is the balancing of faculties. You know? For example, there's some people I noticed there was some kind of very heavy, sleepy tendency. They come, they know that normally they're very hardworking and diligent, but when they come to meditation, they get yawn, they fall asleep. You cannot help. I think sometimes it's because of karma. The past, they will be saying they're nagas, serpents, they sleep a long time. So I make them don't follow the program. They walk half an hour, sit half an hour. I want to sit longer. No, no, no. You sit longer, you fall asleep. That's true. You try and sit, they fall asleep. Half an hour, half an hour, half an hour, half an hour. As continuous as possible, as slow as possible as you wish. After 1, 2 weeks, attempt again. Otherwise, every time they come for a retreat, it's like that. No? The mind is like that. Some people, they practice usually they like calmness, they don't like too much energy, tension, so they, they like to what you call sit longer. But because the instructions 1 hour, 1 hour sit, and they do 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour sit, so they get some concentration and so on, but they don't get progress so much in Vipassana. So they need more energy. All I have to do is ask them to walk 15 minutes more. 1 hour sitting, 15 minutes walking. That makes the whole difference. You know, you see that 1 hour they start going into vipassana meditation, concentration very fast. It's amazing. This balancing of the faculties. So you're not sure, then this you have to teacher should tell you. If the teacher doesn't tell you, you use your own clear comprehension, common sense, trial and error. And of course, again, finally, I have to tell you to remind you one more thing. We talk about, because when it comes to more serious practice, you have to walk very slow. The slow walking, one important point is the balance. Normally, the concentration is there, the balance is there. If your balance is not there, that means your concentration is not. So you have to go back to the faster speed. And which also means that when you go slower, the steps are much smaller. Half a step, quarter of a step. Because when you concentrate, a small movement is a big movement. But the most important is use your mind door. And use your eye door. Some people walk, give them a look, they look at the toes. So there's one method like that, to give you on your toes. But the most important thing is after when you go into deeper meditation, your eye door is not really working so much. Even if you open your eyes, it's fuzzy. The awareness is in the mind door. Okay, and the mind door is generally we say the heart space, but it's more with the object. Because when you're in the mind door and you don't feel the body, so how can you see which part of the body? So it is in the mind door. And that's why some people, when they're doing walking meditation very closely, they feel that they're very short. Because when all people think of the mind, into their brains, like Mr. Tall here, I feel like he's a lamppost and looking at his feet down there. Do you feel like that? No, this is you're using your mind though. You feel the object, you don't look at the object. You feel it. Similarly, when sitting, you feel the object, you don't look at the object. No, you don't feel it. It becomes one with the object. So there's a difference also. When you use the mind, you not only get close to the object, you also see the object as it manifests itself through the mind door. That means in the mind door, there's stronger concentration, stronger clarity. And so the object becomes much, much more clearer in terms of vipassana reality. Okay, we're going to stop here and Kaya Vipassana. Time to go to the next foundation of mindfulness, Vedana Vipassana. Before I go into the introduction of Vedana Vipassana, any questions? Sorry. Yes, you have a question of my Mr. Mitchell. This is enough to encourage you to go more seriously and deeper into your walking meditation. And the quality of the walking is deeper, the sitting also deepens. They are reciprocal. Now we talk about the Vedananupassana, Satipatthana. Vedana is Pali word. The English they usually translate as feeling. As I said in the beginning of the retreat, we're talking about realities, ultimate realities, natural phenomena. And you know it directly, it's an experience. And what you know, you don't just know it with mindfulness. We know it with sharp mindfulness. And when your mindfulness becomes very sharp and penetrative, it becomes insight. It's just like a light that shines into something. The light is very bright, or it's a laser beam, it goes into the object and it knows what's inside. Now, feeling, usually we talk about 3 feelings or 5 feelings. 3 feelings is painful feeling, pleasure, happy feelings, and indifferent feelings. Yeah. Sometimes it's painful, pleasurable, and neutral, indifferent feelings. This you know. For example, you get cut by now, painful feeling. Then uh, somebody gives you a massage and feel good, pleasurable feeling. And when you're bored, you're neither happy nor sad, neutral feeling. Yeah, general. Correct? Very simple. And then become more precise. You divide it into bodily feeling and mental feeling. Bodily feeling, that means the feeling has to go through the body door. Mental feeling, the feeling does not go through the mind door. Yeah? Like for example, somebody cut you with a knife, you feel pain. Why? Because the body has been cut and punched. So that's why the pain arises. Mental feeling, your body will not be cut. How can you cut your mind? No, I want to, this person is very bad. You can never cut his mind to pieces. Not cut the mind. The mind is immaterial. So it does not go through a body door. But there must be contact with an object. For example, you think of something sad, something very bad, and you feel sad. Why? Because you think of something bad. Uh, then you something very nice. Then you think of happy times. Uh, when I was young, wow, we enjoy ourselves so much, and you remember, you take a photograph and see. Last time it was very strange. There was a lady who liked to show her photograph when she was young. See how pretty I am. So you become happy. This contact with something of youth. So you're happy, mental feeling. It doesn't go to the body. Uh, it may go through your eyes, but the eyes is different from the body. But contact with an object must be there. Feelings arise because of contact. If there's no contact, feeling does not arise. Okay, correct? So feeling is a mental phenomenon, the mind. Whether it goes to the body door or does not, feeling is mental. Okay? So please remember this. The Vedana, the Pasana is watching mental phenomena. When contact is stronger, feelings also become stronger. When contact is weaker, feelings also become weaker. Right? Give you a strong punch and you get more pain. Give you a small touch, uh, you don't call it pain, you call it nice feeling. Yeah. But you look it under a microscope, under mindfulness and concentration, they're the same thing. So, anyway, I don't want to complicate you. This we're going to Abhidhamma. When you meditate, you cannot avoid these things. They're part and parcel of life. It's an important thing to be aware of, because usually people consider feelings as happiness or suffering. They are and truly in a certain way, but not everything. And so all they think of having a good life is having good feeling, happy feeling, and not getting painful feeling. That's what it means. But happiness also of different types. So it gets a bit complicated here. Painful feeling is they don't like is because it's harsh. No, it's very harsh. Something striking your mind gets very disturbed. Yeah. But when the feelings are soft, then the mind feels happy. There's somebody tickling you, giving you a massage. So you call that nice feeling. Right? But when you watch feelings as feelings, then you don't think of it as nice or happy. You also consider all other aspects. Because nice feelings have wholesome, good part, and unwholesome part. Neutral feelings has unwholesome and unwholesome part. Yeah. Painful feeling, mental feeling is usually unwholesome. Comes in aversion, anger. But bodily pain, no. Bodily pain, bodily feelings come with as a resultant of karma. We call it vipaka citta, sort of karma. And this abhyakata, it is not moral or immoral, unmoral, neutral. But number of this, we say it's a bit complicated. It's supposed to be simple. And the first thing we have to learn is to deal with the painful feeling, bodily pain. I've given many talks of that. I suppose you all know all about it. But for beginners, in the Islam Control retreat, may not have heard about it, so I say a bit. In meditation, we try to be mindful of everything. You're not mindful, then the mind gets disturbed. For example, with pain is unavoidable. It's to a great extent. You cannot run away. It comes with the body. You can avoid sometimes, but not all the time. What do you get when you pain? You take Panadol. It becomes stronger. You take what? Constant. Becomes over stronger. What do you take? Opium. there will come a time where even all this doesn't work. Yeah. For example, I know people who have cancer, cancer of the bone, cancer of the intestine, cancer of the liver, very painful. Uh, so they take painkillers. After taking painkillers, after a while, it doesn't work anymore. It reduces the pain, but you cannot get over the pain. So how? The pain till you die. Very sad. This happens. So we change the course of events. You don't pain till you die. You meditate till you die. Uh, when you can meditate till you die, that means your mindfulness concentration has to be very strong. And because of that, your chances of rebirth, the happy life is much more. So you don't go so far yet. You start from the beginning, huh? So that means you learn to watch pain, minor pain first. Until the point that minor pain comes and goes, the mind is not disturbed. You see what clearly. Like slowly one ant bite and goes away. Okay, no problem. One mosquito bite, itchy, it goes, no problem. These are small pain. Little bit ache here and there, okay, small pain. So you're mindful, follow the object, and observe. Same principle. When pain comes, you be mindful, let your mind clear, peaceful, soft. Can you be peaceful when the pain comes? Of course you can. Yeah. You're talking about not very strong pain. You're talking of small pain or average pain, itches and so on. Yes, you can. Can you watch it softly, peacefully? Yes, you can. The more softer you get, the more clearer the object you get. Can you follow the object? Yeah, you don't follow the object. Sometimes you follow, sometimes you keep with the object. You don't have to follow the object. Pain. Pain will follow you. Especially if pain comes, you won't let go of you, you know. I give this example like a dog can bite you and you won't let it go. So this why pain, when it becomes strong, is good for concentration. Because it won't run away from you, it sticks with you. All you have to do is relax, be peaceful, calm, mindful, and you're watching Vipassana. Only thing you must be able to accept the pain and be mindful of the pain, yeah, and observe. You see, mindful, follow, observe. In this case, mindful is mainly the clarity and peacefulness that you maintain in your mind. Following is no problem. The concentration is there automatically because the pain follows you. And observation comes naturally. But is there looking at you? No. Right? For example, when pain, the doctor asks you, where are you painful at? Here, there. No. You tell him because you're watching the pain all the time. What's a very strong pain? Something wrong with nerves. I went to the doctor. Where is painful? Yeah. It's very painful. Yes. Show me. Then he touched. Oh yes, it's painful. You just touch and a small contact already the pain becomes much. Sensations become very strong. So in this sense, you don't have to look for it. You look for you. All you have to do is sit back, be peaceful, calm, mindful, and the whole show is before you. If you can watch it long enough, you may even get insight. But you must be able to accept it. Watching pain, there are few things to remember. One thing, you must accept it. Pain is like a sick child. When you cure the child, you must accept it. Then after that, you can do it mindfully and so on, do what you can. See the type of pain, see how the pain changes. And finally, when you have strong perception of anatta, the impermanence of pain, pain eventually passes away. So we stop here today. Any questions?
You say meditation, you say sitting or walking, don't have to be long time.
Don't have to be long time, but if you're good, it can be longer.
Longer, no use.
Not to know you, longer got use. Longer the concentration is better, but for not necessarily so long. Quality is more important than quantity.
How can a person walking 15 steps back and forth, same place
Yeah.
for 3 hours?
Yeah, why not?
Huh?
People can walk for trekking how many hours?
I mean, not circle around, but just one path, like from here to the wall, probably about 15, 20 steps.
Those,
The
mind is not the same anymore. The mind is not the same anymore. 3 hours is very difficult. But what I mean by you can walk many hours, not so slow.
I mean, a lot of people around the garage, the area,
Yeah,
and then it's outdoor cooking
yeah,
during during the walk, and I have worked without knowing that for 3 hours.
yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, that's true, because you're so involved with your work. Same walking, also walking up and down. And you're so involved with the walk, you don't think of the time.
From 2 o'clock until 5.
Yeah.
And when it's over, I thought I'm only staying half an hour.
Then that means you're very concentrated on your work.
Did I get anything out of it?
You're working, you get to do a lot of work. And if you're earning money, you earn more money. For example, a person who's cooking on the roadside selling noodles, or a whole day cooking noodles, you earn a lot of money. But if you work only 1 hour, you earn less money. That is worldly benefits. Here we're talking of spiritual benefits. How much you do walking meditation properly for 1 hour, you get so much concentration and mindfulness. You can do it in the same degree of quality, get more stronger mindfulness and concentration.
Once the teacher told me that I don't have to work out there looking at place, just look at the ground. How do I get distracted? And then you told me not to go in circle because you go see a bird and you turn your head and you see a beautiful flower brother and enjoy that. You just ignore this, just go for this walk area, don't go.
Correct. Ideally, it would be like that. Because when you walk all over the place, you tend to get distracted. That's why when you're walking, that's why you don't try not to look around. Keep to your body.
And one time I attended a retreat in a room, half an hour later, everybody leave. And I still there, look like peaceful, enjoy it. And then everybody come back and I'm cool, comfortable. And then later on, everybody left and I still there. You know, my soul is something like that. Here. I noticed myself still sitting right there.
And there's something else. We can talk about that person privately. You don't need to talk over here.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, you come back and entity for the metta. You can see my scarf. Which one?
The orange one by the.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a shawl.